You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Main Event After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Main Event After Show.
Oh, yes. He does have really good entrance music.
Oh, yeah.
And he times it perfectly when he comes out. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV. I am Tom Connolly, here for Main Event. Coming to us from Cincinnati, Ohio this week. Across from me, Scott is.
I'm doing the boom.
Yes, Scott was doing the boom. Gabrielle Loren, how you doing, Gabby?
I'm doing really good. I'm so excited to be back with you guys in the studio.
We're excited to have you back this week.
Yay.
And sitting next to her, Scott Narver, always here every week. I'm glad to have you back this week, too.
Oh, it makes me sound like a bum.
Always shows up on time. Boom. I don't know.
Bum.
Marquia's not here tonight. She has her improv showdown that she's doing all week, so
Yeah.
good luck to her. I hope her team
LA
wins.
Improv Fest.
Yes.
Big deal. It's good stuff.
Yeah. But I have some bad news
Okay.
to all the people that are overweight, that need to work out.
Real heel promo on the fat people.
No, anybody. Anybody that wants to get into shape. You know what?
Yeah, shake.
I need to get into shape.
No, is that right?
Yeah, I do.
So it's a wake-up call for those that
Exactly.
may be needing to shed a few pounds or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
or eat poorly.
Yeah.
Those that eat
I
poorly.
meant a wake-up call for those who want to eat poorly. I was like, that doesn't work for this.
No. Those who eat poorly. Those are, put down the Cheetos.
Yes.
We're not a sponsor. Put down the Doritos. Not a sponsor.
And pick up this book,
Yeah,
who is a sponsor,
that's right.
by Maria Menounos. The Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness. You know, there's a lot of good tips in here, a lot of good advice. One of her things that I heard her talking about the other day was that, to cut back on, say you are eating, 4 slices of pizza when you
Okay,
eat pizza.
I'll do it.
Well, next time, eat only 3 slices, and then you can cut yourself back each time of, then by the time, you're slimming down, you're feeling good, you're not going to want to eat 4 slices of pizza. Because you're going to want to go work out, you're already looking good, so you'll only eat 1 slice by the time you're done with it.
Self-control.
Yes.
Yes. It's about self-control and, not making any drastic changes in your lifestyle so that
Yes.
you can easily wean yourself into a better way of living.
Exactly. Like, you don't have to tell people you're on a diet. They don't need to know that. Just keep it to yourself. But, in
Why
your mind.
can't they know that?
Well, because then when you're slimming down and you're looking good, people are going to be like, you on a diet? You're like, no, I'm just slimming down and looking good now.
Really? Because I'm so proud to say that I've changed my lifestyle. And, I'm starting to read this book, so I think that I'm going to get some other useful tips to kind of help me with this new healthy living that you guys should be a part of.
Going down to 3 slices of pizza, you guys.
Actually,
Nice.
I completely cut out pizza for the most part.
See, that's
and
good.
I'm shocked because that is like my favorite food of all time.
That's good.
Yeah.
So everyone should go out there and get it. It's in bookstores now. You can get it online.
Yes.
Amazon, all those
Digital
places.
copy as well.
Yeah. So you can get it everywhere. So go out and get it before it's off the shelves. Go get it, people.
Yeah, you
Before
got-
it's sold out completely.
Exactly.
Get your network, get your Maria Menounos book, you're set.
Yeah. Get your AfterBuzz app. You'll be all good. All good to go. And then you can listen to us each week while you're working out,
I mean, it totally goes with the whole WWE theme. Come on, we're watching these mega athletes, and
Exactly.
they're all in tip-top shape. So you don't want to feel bad when you're watching the show,
That's right,
That's
Tensai.
all.
Yeah.
right?
He's not Tensai anymore. He's Jason Alberts.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so let's get to the show tonight. It starts off with Bad News Barrett coming out to the ring. He says, at Payback, he defended his title against RVD. He hit him so hard with the bullhammer that he became delusional. Not that he wasn't already.
Could have been delusional from something else.
Yeah, you never know. I don't know.
Recreational activities. A certain time of day.
And RVD squeaked out a win on Raw when Cesaro left Barrett high and dry. And the stupid WWE management, is what he said, thinks he deserves a rematch against Barrett. RVD is old and keeps losing gray matter in his brain every day. This is a long promo that he had. He reminds himself, he has to remind himself of who he is with the RVD chants. RVD is like a zombie, and he's got some bad news for him. When I connect with the final bullhammer, the only use the world will have for you is a zombie on The Walking Dead. And then he does an RVD zombie impression. Doing RVD.
That was actually really funny.
I did like that from Barrett.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
Then out of
How
nowhere,
would that be if RVD was on The Walking Dead from this?
that would be cool. I could see him being on.
Yeah.
And then RVD jumps in the ring out of nowhere, attacks Barrett. And Barrett ends up retreating up the ramp. Just a little preview of the main event for tonight: RVD versus Barrett for the IC title. It was with the belt, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, I was like,
it
okay.
was.
So, what'd you guys think of the opening?
I thought it was way more fun than the one that we watched a couple weeks back with Cesaro and
Sheamus.
Yeah, that ended up being the arm wrestling competition. Like this was a much
Mark
better.
Henry. Mark Henry.
That's what it was. This played out way better. You have the opening segment at the top, hyping up the match that we're going to see later on, and he's really laying into him. And then RVD came out of nowhere. It wasn't through, didn't get the entrance and all that, and then showdown. Like he just came out from the crowd and just started wailing on him.
Yeah, and there was actually a match, so
Yeah.
you're halfway there with that.
Yeah, we got the build up to the match. We had the match on Sunday. Barrett won. We get this rematch. Can RVD pull it out, be the new Intercontinental Champion? We will find out later in the show. And then we find out that Cody Rhodes is picking Goldust's partner for tonight because Goldust picked his partner on Monday, and he picked Sin Cara.
They lose once, Sin Cara's out.
Yep. Well,
No second chance. Forget it.
They've lost like 50 times with Cody, so he's got a lot of chances. They don't have any chances anymore.
That's not fair.
I know, but you really want Goldie?
Goldie?
I would say Goldie and Sin Cara.
Cold dust?
Yeah.
Cold dust.
And then we get a payback recap. Brie quitting and then slapping Stephanie in the face. Then we get the recap of Raw. It's going to be Daniel Bryan versus Kane in a stretcher match. But if Daniel Bryan cannot compete, then the WWE World Heavyweight Championship will be defended in the Money in the Bank match later that night.
So much drama.
And this Monday on Raw, we get a medical update on Daniel Bryan. What'd you guys think of the slap heard around the world?
I loved it. Go Brie. That was a complete diva move. That's what I want to see. When I think diva, I think personality, attitude, and athleticism. And she's, checking off all of those things. I loved it because it was so out of nowhere for me. I did not expect her to hit Stephanie. And it was kind of funny in the beginning because Stephanie, I felt like she just couldn't keep a straight face and was laughing. And I know that most fans would think, oh, she's laughing because she thinks Brie's ridiculous. But in the same sense, I feel like personally, she probably thought it was too serious and too funny. To her.
Yeah.
I think she was breaking character. And then Brie slapped her, and that's when shit got real.
What do you think, Scott?
I think Slam City is not structured right because it should be starring CM Punk, Brie Bella, and Batista. Since they all quit the WWE,
Oh, yeah.
we should be following them in their everyday jobs now since they're unemployed.
Except this is a storyline for sure, and the other ones aren't, right?
She slapped her boss.
And then she quit. Well, she quit first.
I mean, what do
Then
you
slapped
guys
her.
think? Because that's something I really did want to ask you too, being that you've been fans for years and years and years, probably since you came out of the womb.
Nerds.
What's your opinion on the whole firing, quitting thing? Do you think she quit because it was written in the script, or do you think she's actually leaving maybe to start a life with Brian?
I think she quit storyline-wise, but man, would it be exciting if she slapped her off script.
If that wasn't in the script,
Yeah, that
and
she's
she
just supposed to tell her off and then maybe a little
Yeah.
shove, but she's like, you know what? I'm gonna slap her when I get out there.
But what if this is just a way for her to actually become a mom now? You know, she's a newly married, wife to Brian. So maybe she wants to start a family. So this is her way of getting out of the WWE temporarily.
Really? You're really putting her back in the kitchen? Like,
Well,
you're married.
I know that, like, if you watch Total Divas, she kind of was choosing her life over her career. And Nikki was getting pissed about it because she's like, we've worked so hard for this. WrestleMania is important. And she was all about the wedding and, this is a new chapter in my life. So to me, it almost feels like, well, maybe this is her, like, segue out for maybe a year or two.
I mean, it may be. I don't know, I know people have been saying things online of, like, they want to see Brie versus Stephanie in a match now.
That'd be awesome.
I think, lead that up to SummerSlam of, Brian has to win his match and she gets her job back or something, something along those lines.
Right.
Yeah, they're building Stephanie up really well that way that you want to see her in a match. 'Cause now it's the first time that anybody's assaulted her and got a huge reaction.
And then, like, how long, when was Stephanie's last match? Over 10 years ago?
Versus
Probably.
Vince,
Wow.
maybe? That Vengeance match?
Wait, wow.
It was Vince versus Stephanie in a street fight.
Oh.
Like 2004.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been watching for a little bit, Gabby.
Wait, how long do you guys think it takes for someone like Stephanie to kind of get back into it? If she hasn't wrestled in over 10 years, I'm sure she still works out because she's pretty in shape.
Yeah.
But, you haven't been doing it, so you may be rusty. Do you think they told her like 3 months ago, okay, these next 3 months, like, you got to grind in the gym hard and get in the ring and practice? I just wonder how that works because
I'm not
10 years is a long time.
Yeah, it's still kind of like, we don't know how long they've planned stuff out of, like, oh, this is going to happen here, here, and here. So
Yeah.
it's, I think if they do have a match, it will probably be SummerSlam. I don't see it happening before that.
Yeah, she'd
Take
have
that
to.
battleground.
Yeah.
She needs to get in training for a while.
And SummerSlam's like the, summer WrestleMania, so it's got to be, the big matches. Mm-hmm. So I think it'll be, if it does happen, it'll be at that match, maybe she, comes back and maybe if she beats Stephanie, she gets her job back kind of thing. Something like that.
And if she loses,
Then she's gone forever.
Then the other Bella's gone too.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a good stipulation. I
Yikes.
like that.
Fire 'em both.
that is good.
That is good.
And then John Cena, the face of the company, what happens?
He'd, hey, Stephanie.
He fights for his girlfriend.
Then he tries to win Stephanie over, so then he has a wife.
Yeah.
Or he fights Triple H to get Nikki back.
Oh,
Much
man.
drama.
We were just thinking of, we have like 6 months worth of storylines here tonight. But yeah, I think it was very exciting. Good to see Brie stand up for herself and not just go, oh, I'm just going to get fired. I like that part of it.
Yeah, it was a twist on what we all thought in predictions and expected. It was a better segment than that. It was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I was expecting her to just be like, okay, I'm going to get fired. I'm glad she stood up for herself. It was good.
Yeah.
And then, with the whole Money in the Bank, we've never had a Money in the Bank match for the belt. If it comes down to that, I think they're still kind of figuring out what's happening with Daniel Bryan. If he can definitely wrestle, I like the whole. Let's leave it up to chance and see what happens. Keeps people guessing and talking about it.
I hope the medical expert that talks about this on Monday is the talking money from the Money in the Bank commercial.
Well, he is an expert in Money in the Bank matches. So.
Yeah, and I feel he's got good medical advice, so that talking puppet money should be able to inform everybody as to what's going on with Daniel Bryan's neck.
I hopefully Mr. Money will be there because he is the money.
Dr. Bank?
Yes. Let's get to the first match of the night then. Goldust comes out. I thought Cody would at least walk him to the ring, but I guess he's not his tag team partner. He can't even walk him to the ring anymore. So Goldust waits to see who his partner is for tonight, and it's Kofi Kingston. So fans like that. I like Kofi. I think he's a good guy. I like Kofi a lot.
Fans like that.
No, fans are always excited to see Kofi come out for a match
Yeah.
because it's going to be a good match, even if it's against whoever. He's going to put on an entertaining match.
Yeah.
And I was surprised by who their opponents were. I was not expecting it to be the Wyatts. I thought it was going to be Ryback again. And
what a
as I'm
huge
watching
challenge.
it, as I was watching it, I'm like, I wrote in Goldust, Kofi versus Ryback, and then I hit enter to go to the next thing, and I'm like, oh, that's not Ryback, that's the Wyatts. I was like, oh crap. But yeah, the Wyatts have been destroying everybody, Usos specifically. And And I don't know. I thought it was not fair to Goldust and Kofi to say, all right, well, your first time you're tagging together, guess what? You're going against guys who's probably number one contenders for the tag belts now. But they held their own.
Beat them so that way we can be a tag team.
Yeah, exactly. But, Goldust and Kofi were in control of Harper at the beginning. We saw Cody watching from backstage. Harper hit this guy. This guy is amazing. I don't know what he can't do. He hit an awesome drop kick on Kofi. What is he, like 325? Over 300 pounds, probably. Goldust ended up going after Rowan. Goldust, 43 years old, hitting a Hurricane off the second rope onto Rowan. Then Rowan hitting a spinning heel kick onto Goldust. Goldust with that flipping power bomb. Is there a name for that move?
Probably.
Okay.
They don't name them anymore, so I'd have to go back and watch.
Yeah, somebody else do it. Watch ECW when somebody did it in there, so Joey Styles can tell us what he did. But he hit that flipping powerbomb on Harper. Then he was able to get the hot tag to Kofi. Kofi comes in, clears house, hits the boom drop. Then Kofi did a springboard off the second rope, but he turned around. Harper hit him with a big boot to the face. Kofi then was able to, get Harper out of the ring and hit flipped over the top rope onto Harper. Then Kofi was able to get him back in the ring. Kofi goes for the Trouble in Paradise, but Harper ends up hitting the spinning clothesline on him instead before he can get his feet up to kick him in the face, and the Wyatts get the win. What do you guys think?
I love the Wyatts. I also like Goldust, as we know from Halloween. And, it's funny because when I first started watching wrestling with you guys, I think Kofi was like an underdog. Then he started winning matches. Now he's really impressive. Some of his moves were just incredible. And I love how each wrestler kind of has their signatures. And his are pretty cool. Like when he wraps his legs around his opponents and kind of like flips and twists over them, then slams him down into the ring. I think all of those things are really cool. I did notice at one point in the match, Rowan almost fell over trying to catch his balance when Kofi was on the ground holding his legs. Did you guys see that? He was kind of like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Holding he like almost lost his balance there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was an interesting moment. Also, I feel bad when Goldust kind of gets like knocked out of the ring, and that happened a few times. Because, he is 43, and I mean, he's a really good athlete, but I also get sad because he's older, and it's like, respect your elders type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Grandpa in makeup fell out of the ring.
It's kind of like, he just knocks him like no big deal, and he just tumbles out. I just feel bad every time that happens. But I also liked the move when Kofi kind of just flew out of the ring and knocked down Harper. He didn't even touch the ropes. He just like soared over them. That was really awesome. So, I mean, great control there. They really impressed me. And, if I was fighting this match and I was Kofi and Goldust, I'd be nervous too because, the Wyatts are kind of doing really well right now. And they defeated the Usos, which the Usos are pretty incredible. I mean, even remember their WrestleMania match? Like, they were insane. So, really respectable tag teams right there. And I don't know, I liked this overall. I gave it a 4.0. Congratulations to the Wyatts. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Scott?
It was a really great match. I mean, it's matches like this where, everybody watches Raw. Everybody's excited for Raw. SmackDown kind of has fallen in the lower tier behind Main Event for me because of matches like this. That you get so much more show in 1 hour than in the two. So I dug it. I thought it was exciting, fun. It had the storyline in it of if they're going to be a tag team, can they beat the Wyatts? It was great. And as you said, Harper constantly impresses, and Rowan is not the best of the three, but he can hang with everybody.
Definitely.
And Kofi and Goldust, it seems like it'll be a one-time shot because if you lose once, you're out, which is a shame because they work really well together.
Yeah.
That I loved it, so I gave it 2 sets of dingy coveralls.
Gotcha. Yeah, I gave it a 4.0. I thought it was a really good match to have on Main Event. Showed the Wyatts' power. both. I mean, I think Rowan is really coming into his own. The last couple weeks, I feel like he has been in these tag team matches that they've had with the Usos and even he fought. I think it was John Cena a couple weeks ago. I think it was on SmackDown. I don't remember if it was SmackDown or Raw, but I mean, he held his own with John Cena in the ring. So I mean, good for him. And yeah, I guess Kofi's out. Should we make predictions to who will be his partner next week? I mean, I'm trying to think who else. Maybe Zack Ryder, right?
Maybe Santino.
Yeah. That would be a good tag team. I would want to see that tag team.
It'd be fun.
Just for the backstage segments alone.
Yeah.
But
with them being
did
funny.
you guys think that they were a bad tag team? Because I actually thought they were a good tag team. It's just unfortunate. Yeah, they lost.
Yeah,
but-
they went up
Yeah.
against like the second best tag team, which is
Yeah.
it's a shame where it's like, well, sorry.
Like,
You're out.
I'm surprised they didn't go against 3MB or Los Matadores. I don't know, somebody, but yeah, it kind of sucks. Yeah, I do think they're a good tag team,
Yeah.
and they would work, just not under this circumstance of I guess what they're going with Cody and Goldust. Like, who's gonna pick next week? Are they gonna do rock paper scissors or who
Will
gonna
it be on the
picks?
app? Could you pick live?
I bet you that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be fun.
Especially
There
if
you
there's
go.
write-in votes. You got my vote, Brooklyn Brawler. You got it.
Everyone, Brooklyn Brawler.
Brooklyn
next week.
Brawler for Goldust partner.
I wish they would have write-ins, but I think it would
they-
destroy the system.
Yeah, it's
though.
like, well, that's dirty. Well, that's dirty. All right, none of these are real.
Or it'd be like somebody, that is not even there anymore.
In
like,
another
it'd be like
company.
Sting,
Or CM Punk.
Yeah, it'd be, it
You
would
know
be.
who we haven't seen in a while? Long Island Iced Z, right?
Yeah, as I said, Zack Ryder may be a pick.
Oh, okay,
But,
yeah. We haven't seen him in a really long time.
No, well, he's the bunny. Maybe.
Is he really the
Maybe.
bunny?
I don't know. If you watch the JBL and Cole show, he shows up randomly walking off the bus, or like the bunny will be there, and Ziggler always catches him 2 seconds later, and he's like,
Have you seen this bunny yet, Gabby?
No.
Adam Rose's
Okay.
bunny.
Yeah, Adam.
I haven't.
You've been working a little bit, and I haven't seen him that much either. I've
Yeah.
missed a lot of Adam Rose, but he's a guy who has like a big party bus. He's a big party guy, and
It's kind of like Russell Brand-ish.
Yeah.
Like him. A little bit. Like very
Oh.
party like that.
has all these party followers. One of which is a 6-foot
Wait,
bunny.
I
Yeah.
have seen it because wasn't one of our alum the bunny?
Yeah, Ryan.
Ryan.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now it's
No,
clicking.
he was the lemon.
Because I saw him Facebook post it and I watched the clip.
Yeah. He
so
was the
funny.
lemon. Was it 2 weeks ago? on
Oh
Raw?
yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about now. Yep, I've seen him.
So it's I don't know. Maybe Adam
not
Rose will be his
impressed.
partner.
Not impressed.
Are you a
Maybe
lemon
that
then?
bunny
You're
will
not
be
a rosebud.
Maybe that bunny will be Goldust partner.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what you consider a party. It's very strange. I'm not really sure what's going on when they
Just
have all these characters running out.
Huddling in a mass just next to each other.
It's just very weird.
Hey, they party on that bus hard, all right?
Yeah. No
Every
drinks,
week.
no snacks.
Yeah.
Just walk around.
Just lollipops. That's it.
It's like a Miley Cyrus band or something. Weird.
All right, so we see a Raw recap from the night before of Cesaro leaving Barrett in their tag team match. RVD gets the win. And then we get our favorite segment of the week, Go Behind with Renee Young with RVD. RVD says, everyone knows how cool RVD is. And I wrote in parentheses, in 1998. 'Cause I like RVD, but I was like, come on, man. If he thinks I'm old news because he beat me at Payback, you don't measure wins and losses one for one. You measure the whole length of someone's career. He's the whole, I'm the whole damn show, and the title's coming home with me, RVD. So RVD's pumped for this match. He's excited.
He wasn't.
He was. In an
No, he
RVD
was
way, he was
there.
excited.
I mean, that guy, he gets pumped and excited, and he can really talk too. But they don't let him. I don't
No.
know why they just bog him down with nothing. Like that was just such a bland promo that I feel was given to him that he just couldn't speak. Like he couldn't speak
Really?
his mind.
I don't know. I kind of liked it because, for one, somebody's saying, skills are measured over time and not just in one match. Yes, you're right. Finally, the light clicked and somebody got it.
But he lost on Sunday, though. He lost his
But that's the
championship
thing.
match on Sunday.
But you can't just compare one match to.
But shouldn't he go to the back of the line and somebody else get a shot? Right?
No, because the authority decides.
Well, if that's
Well,
the
yeah.
case, then Batista should have gotten that singles championship match.
Listen, but he quit. Too bad. Can't come back now.
Why can't people get rematches? I mean,
No, you can,
in life, you get what, like third time's a charm, right?
Yeah, you get 3 matches in life.
All right, so
Third time's a charm.
He lost on Sunday. He beat him on Monday in a tag team match.
Mm-hmm.
The third time was a charm for him tonight.
Because he may get
This-
a bonus round.
No, this was his last shot.
Yeah, but it wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now you remember.
I was like, what happened? Oh,
Doesn't
yeah,
count.
the ending. Then we see on SmackDown, Bray Wyatt returns on SmackDown this week. So we'll see what happens after he was literally buried. No. Somebody wrote that and I was like, John Cena buried Bray Wyatt to beat him on Sunday. I was like, not real. I was like,
No.
come on. It was an awesome match.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was really good. With the Usos and everything involved too.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get the Raw rebound. Probably the most shocking ending to Raw this year so far
Yeah.
of
I'd
2014.
say that.
The Shield comes out. They're all standing in the ring. Evolution minus Batista, who quit earlier in the night.
What Triple H said was so goofy and dumb.
Where he said,
With yeah, you'll be crawling back once your Hollywood film bombs. Guardians of the Galaxy, the Marvel movie. Yeah, real stinker that'll be.
listen, it's not going to be the chaperone here, all right? So,
True. Oh, my mistake.
yeah, exactly. We'll have to see when it comes out. I don't know. I think it'll do fair.
Yeah, I think it'll be a fair trilogy.
Yeah. And then we see, the Shield comes out. They're in the ring. Triple H and Orton come out. Triple H says, well, last night was plan A, but tonight is plan B. And then Seth Rollins breaks the hearts of millions of wrestling fans out there in the world, except for that guy in the front row,
Yeah.
who was so happy about it.
Again, the NWO shirt.
Yeah. And he slams Roman Reigns in the back with a chair. Then he attacks Dean Ambrose, and he just annihilates them with those chair shots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was that, like, at least 10 apiece on them?
Yeah, it was
More
a
on
lot.
Ambrose than Reigns.
He did a bunch on Ambrose, and then with Reigns, he let Orton do all the work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Orton gets in the ring. He hits an RKO on Reigns on the chair. People are yelling, "Why, Seth? Why?" Yelling from the crowd. People were very distraught about this. What do you guys think?
You can go first.
I dug it. I thought it was great. I didn't expect it. When there was always talks of the Shield breaking up, you thought it was going to be Dean Ambrose. Or you thought it would be the two of them, Dean and Seth. But it wasn't. It was Seth out of nowhere and turning on them both. And why not? He's been exciting. He's been standing out from the group, probably more so than Dean at this point. So showcase him, And maybe he's tired of jumping around doing crazy dives. What if that's the route? Just like, I'm taking it easy. I'm turning up with Evolution or the Authority and, backing them up. So shake things up.
Yeah, I think it was awesome.
I'm cool with it because I think it's always nice to bring somebody out that deserves the spotlight that's been working their butt off. And he's clearly one of those people. So why not let him compete? You need to bring the best of the best out against each other.
Yeah. And I'm guessing at Money in the Bank it'll be Rollins and Orton versus Reigns and Ambrose and Reigns.
I don't know. It'd be neat if maybe his reward is he gets in the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, that'd be
Something
yeah.
that. There's so many possibilities. I think it's great to see that, to isolate that character and run with it and see what happens.
Yeah. Do you think he comes out in a suit now?
Ooh, a tactical suit?
No, like a nice suit. He'll just take Batista's old suits. I don't think he'll fit in them, but
It'll fit in the jeans just fine.
yeah, he'll be fine in that. But I don't know. Do you guys do you think he'll change his look now to be more?
Oh, that he'll lose the streak?
I don't want to. I hope his hair doesn't change. I like that part of him. Don't change his hair.
I don't think he'll change too much.
Because if he's gonna change, if he's gonna, eventually switch back, if he's, goes back or something like.
So what are you talking about? Cutting it?
No, or
having a match with El Torito?
No, definitely not.
That would be so weird. It's like the person we've grown to know and like rebranding and like the end. I think that's very strange.
If he, maybe if he, knots it up and puts it in a small ponytail or something like that, and he just more is the slick authority figure.
Yeah.
But
I just don't
keeps
think
his personality.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah. I don't think he should change personality-wise. I think, his character is good. I just think, if he's going to be part of the authority and part of Evolution, they're all about, dressing up real nice,
just nothing too extreme.
No.
That's
no,
something.
I hope he doesn't, cut his hair.
You're really obsessed
it would
over
just
his
be
hair,
really
Tom.
weird. He would look so weird if he had short hair. And it was all not black and blonde. I'm just saying, don't change your hair.
You're going to see Tom tweeting about this all week up until we're all like,
If he
please don't touch
changes
the hair.
Coming from the hairstylist expert over here.
Exactly. Look
Tom.
at this one. Yep.
Yeah, if you started growing it out and having a blonde streak in there, I don't know what to do. I couldn't do the show. I have to leave.
That would be way too weird. I would never do that to you guys
Wait,
or
now
myself.
I challenge you guys. I think you should do that, and you should grow a beard, Scott.
Again?
Yeah, like a long one, like Daniel Bryan.
I tried at one point. I have some terrible photos of it.
I
meeting
dare you
wrestlers and had
guys.
like a gnarly, hideous beard with meeting Gold Dust and Hurricane.
Oh my goodness.
Embarrassing.
We need to see these pictures.
I didn't have a girl to help me.
Put it on Twitter.
Maria Menounos couldn't help me with my beard.
See?
Yeah.
Man.
Now she can. Beard
Exactly.
tips might or might not be in there.
But yes, it was a great turn, heel turn on Raw for Rollins, the one that we didn't think was going to turn on the group. And, I'm excited to see what happens with it,
Especially the hair.
Yes, exactly. The possibilities are endless. So let's get to the main event of Main Event tonight. Bad News Barrett versus Rob Van Dam for the IC title.
That's what you wanted.
I know, title,
You get title matches.
Exactly. I'm liking this. RVD starts off with control of the match. He hits a somersault onto Barrett, who's on the outside. RVD then gets thrown over the top rope into the barricade. Barrett hits the elbow off the second rope for 2. Bad News Barrett misses a big boot and gets caught in the top rope. RVD ends up getting control back, hits Rolling Thunder for 2. Barrett then hits Winds of Change for 2. RVD, gets to the top rope. He goes for the 5-star frog splash. Barrett's able to knock him down off the ropes. Barrett then goes for the bullhammer, reverses his elbow pad. And then out of nowhere, Cesaro jumps in the ring, attacks Barrett, hits him with the neutralizer, then goes over to RVD, hits him with the neutralizer, as Heyman watches from the ramp, applauding everything Cesaro does. Cesaro gets out of the ring, walks up, shakes Heyman's hand, and the show ends with Cesaro's music playing and him standing tall over, the Intercontinental Champ and the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title.
Mm-hmm.
Another kind of big swerve of Cesaro was going against Sheamus for the last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's changing it up and going after the Intercontinental title.
Well, I think he was also a little pissed off because somebody called him a coward.
Yes,
So that's probably why he came out to
that too.
seek revenge.
And he left Barrett, on Monday night, just because I guess he thought he was better than that, better than have to have go in that tag team match.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think overall of this match, the main event?
Well, I thought it was really good wrestling. In the beginning, I believe it was Rob Van Dam.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a pretty big guy. I don't know if he's that tall. I'm not really sure, but when he was doing flips to knock the other guy down, it seemed like he didn't really have his technique together. There was some flip he did outside the ring.
Mm-hmm. When he ran off the apron and Barrett was on the ground.
Yeah, I think so. And and he fell on his back. Did you see that part?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that made me think that he really wasn't prepared for that move.
Did you think he wanted to let him on his feet? After he hit him
well,
kind of thing?
something
or?
like that, because the way he landed, it just seemed like he could have really hurt himself for real. Because I just don't think it was completed. The move wasn't complete. So that was weird. And I was impressed, though, with his foot and his leg when he had, a lot of the divas like to do this. I think specifically Alicia Fox, where they put their leg and their foot up against that person's neck
Mm-hmm. In the corner? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. but seeing it from a guy, I'm like very impressed because that's a lot of flexibility right there. You know what I mean? And you know, with all those big muscles, to be able to do that is impressive. When RVD fell face first into the barricade outside the ring, like that sucked. Pretty much, I feel like he just wasn't on point there. It was almost as if, you know, when you're at a pool and somebody just pushes you in the pool because you're not paying attention.
My phone.
Yeah, I mean, all of that stuff. It's just, that's what it was like. He wasn't prepared to take on the other guy, and he was kind of loopy at that moment. Also, like, BMB does a kick out on RVD. Ouch moment. Sounded like a loud slap. I don't know. A lot of these moves, sometimes when the sound effects are kind of like bigger, I don't know if it's the audio person or what's really going on, but they really, like, I feel like they hurt. I feel it through the TV. It's weird. And RVD's face got slammed into the steel stairs. That looked like it really freaking hurt. Like, bad.
I wouldn't want to run into those steel steps.
No.
I would not want someone throw me into them at all.
This was a very aggressive, like, I'm just going to throw you around type match instead of really whoop your ass in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And I really liked this match, but then when Cesaro came out and kind of did the neutralizer on both guys, at that point, I was out of the match because I wasn't okay with it.
Because you didn't like the interference.
Yeah, because one of these guys needed to win, and it was a really, really, really good match, and this guy freaking ruined it. And Paul Heyman comes out and says, "Nicely done." I wanted to smack him because it was ridiculous. Paul Heyman is ridiculous.
He is.
So thanks for ruining the entire match, you guys. And there was only 2 tonight.
Yeah, I was surprised there was only 2. A lot of recaps.
Yeah.
You know.
So, I mean, I gave it before Cesaro a 4.0 and after Cesaro a 3.0
Gotcha.
because he ruined it.
Scott, what'd you think?
I dug it. I thought it was one of the better matches out of these guys. What was the match at Extreme Rules that they had for? It was Swagger, Cesaro, RVD.
Yes.
In a triple
yeah,
threat?
in a triple threat elimination match.
And I'm finding it odd that they keep pairing Cesaro and RVD, and now they're throwing Barrett in the mix, and they keep it going. But I'm at least intrigued that the IC title is getting story.
Yep.
It's getting these contenders, and it keeps happening. Like, it's not forgotten. They're making a big deal out of it. So as odd as it may play out, I like that they're doing something with it. I like that I can watch as a viewer and be invested and make a decision on whether or not I'm into it or not. I'm still intrigued by it. I don't think sadly, they don't make RVD a real contender. That's why the promo didn't do a lot for me, because I didn't really buy it. They haven't really done anything to establish him as a guy that's going to win a belt again for the 7th time.
Yes, yeah, he would have been the 7th. Yeah, 7th time.
So it just doesn't mean a lot when this is happening. So I wish it meant more, but I'm glad Cesaro's in the mix because it feels like he might win it. What's that face?
I think Bad News Barrett's pretty strong. And I think Cesaro's a phony.
Oh.
He's a phony. I love what they're doing with Cesaro in that Heyman is completely controlling him.
Yeah.
That they're adding that element to his character, that he has all these instincts to do something, and Heyman's pulling the strings. So for all the fans that were really loving him and wanted him to break out, that he's now in control.
If I was in WWE, I would punch out Heyman.
What's stopping you?
I would, like, drag him into the ring
All
and,
you
like,
need to
beat
do
him.
is offer up to be Goldust tag team partner, and then, you know,
Have a match against Cesaro and somebody else. Then Paul Heyman will be out ringside.
And
beat
then
up Paul
just
Heyman
drag him into the ring last. That will be, like, the dessert, you know?
and throw him into the
cherry
steel steps.
topping. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought it was great. I gave it 87 multicolored elbow pads.
Gotcha. Yeah, I gave it a 3.5. I thought it was a really good match. Yeah, probably one of the best that these two have had together. As much as Gabby didn't like it, I like that Cesaro is getting involved in this. I mean, is it?
I'll go to youtube.com/AfterBuzz and check out that Gabby face right there.
I feel like it could be leading to this, and this is, you know, all the Cesaro fans out there. I think it could be leading to Cesaro holding the Intercontinental and U.S. title at the same time.
How about this? No.
They gotta do
No. Oh, yeah, you're right. This is a yes. No.
Oh, and that wraps us up here.
I'm so not about
There's
it.
no chance. Gabby, where can they find you?
As long as you're not a Cesaro fan. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys all. So you can find me on Instagram at GabbyLO87 or Twitter at Gabrielle_Loren. And the WWE Main Event show on Wednesday night.
Nice. Scott?
You can find me on Twitter at Curtain Jerks, and you can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, available on iTunes and SoundCloud. And former WWE superstar Sean Davari is on this week's episode of On Your Mark. So go to youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow. It is uncomfortable.
I can't wait to watch that.
It's awesome.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at TomTheCom and here every week for the Main Event After Show. And don't forget to pick up Maria's book. It is in stores now. Go check it out.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.